Well, today we are up in the New Forest again. On a bank holiday weekend, it's Sunday, and it's going to be ridiculously hot, but I'm early, it's 7 a.m, and we're going to go and trying to hit maybe 4 or 5 bags today, so we get these peaks done. Let's just quickly cross the road. And we are in a place called Burley Hill. Now there's quite a lot to see up here. We have haunted woods, haunted trees, witches' villages, archaeological. Oh, here we go. Archaeological. That's not even a word. Archaeological. Oh my days! Somebody help me, please. Archaeological. But that's about as close as it's going to get. Archaeological. I think I just nailed it. Yeah. So we'll go for the hit. And archaeological sites. Quite a few of them. Probably just barrows, but I know they're here. So now within this car park, where I'm parked over there, sunshine, where I'm parked over there, it's full. Early morning dog walkers. Now, apparently, one's here. The first one is here somewhere. First little trig point. But my GPS system's gone down. And I just cannot get it to go back online. So I do actually have it written down on a map where they are. So it's going to be a big game of hit and miss today. But got plenty of water, a few snacks, couple of pork pies, oat bars, factor 30, because it's going to be ridiculously hot, even if I'm only out for 4 hours. I'm from Wales, and I'm ginger. This shit ain't for me. Right, come on then. Stick your boots on if you want to come along, so we can get this done. Do you ever get one of those days where you know, no matter how well you've planned something or how well you've prepared for something, like when it comes to the actual day of doing it, you know it's just going to be absolutely sausages. Because I cannot get my bearings today. Don't know. Seems to be one of those days when I'm completely lost. I know. I'm going to go down this way. That way. When I get there, I'll see if I've gone the right way. If I haven't, I'll go back up that way. Tell you how. What? Festive British. I think I'm going to be using all my pocket full of tisms today. Because we love them tisms. We love them tisms. Gone with a little action cam for a little bit because that phone's doing me nothing. You've got to take all that and do all that. Anyway, that's a crappy difference here. Look at how I just found something way cool. Finding for daytime. Over night time, you'd proper shit yourself. But I do love finding these kind of things. How absolutely mint is that? That way. So we're deep in the thick of the New Forest. Actually, we're just on the edges. But we're going to the furthest point that we've got to go to on this route. I say we, because I feel like it's a collective when you're watching. You know, whether it's one of you or it's 10 of you or it's however many, it's a collective. and we're all in this together, apart from it's my legs that are doing the work. Highly advised, do not drink that water. You're even risking that with the filter. Yep, up we go to Burley Beaches, and then once we've done Burley Beaches, I think there's a trackway. There's a trackway up here dedicated to, I'm gonna say, at the top of my head, Sir Dudley. Yeah, I think his name was Sir Dudley. I just need to remember briefly what he did. Oh, squirrel! Mr. Squirrel. Right, back to Sir Dudley. Bit of a heavyweight legend in this area. He lived on the edge of this trackway for about 50 years. Not this trackway, but the trackway we're going to. He lived there for about 50 years. And he was like a... what would the word be? Like a head ranger for the New Forest. But before that, when the king abdicated in 1937, he became the Duke of Windsor, and he offski-popskied out the country. Well, Sir Dudley was his right-hand man, his best mate, his confidant, his wingman, his brother from another mother, and he buggered off with him and Lady Simpson. So when the king abdicated, he went with him, went over, I'm going to say France, because it just feels like everyone fucks off to France when they've done shit wrong. And then had enough of that little honeymoon with them two, came back here and set up the New Forestry as a well, yeah, don't fuck around in my New Forest or you'll find out, mate. One of them kind of people. But he's got a trackway named after him, and we're going to walk alongside it in a bit anyway, once we get up to Beaches. And up by Beaches there's an old stag tree as well, which is supposed to look weird. I think something's just bitten me on my arm, but this is going to be a fun day. You coming? Come on then. Second peak of the day. We've already done Burley, and this is Beaches. And I think it's just there. That's it. So scratch my legs on the gorse bush, go and stand on the point. And then where am I going? Oh, then I'm just going to drop down and see Stag Tree. Ow, here we go. Ah! I am tripping over everything today. I've already rolled on my ankle. Stacked it. Split the bag open. Lost contents of my bag without realising it. So that'll be a fun, fine game on the way back. Yeah, here we are. Burley Beaches. These are the Burley Beach trees. Avante! basically a tree that's over 500 years old, and what happens is the top of that tree dies, right? And then the top all falls off and it sticks out of it all these great big silver like fucking things that come up, and it looks like a stag with its antlers. Here we are on Sir Dudley's pathway. Falling down tree. So this pathway was named after him, and he built his house here somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's a very big area, and I don't fancy getting lost in here. But we are about to come up to the 500-year-old oak tree, which is now known as the stag tree. And I've not seen it before. I've not seen any pictures of it. I know it's in this area, but I don't exactly know where. So let's see if we can find it, otherwise this is pointless. Okay, so I'm slightly confused. I'm slightly more confused than normal, because I'm normally in a confused state as it is. But I am more slightly confused at this moment in time, because I am supposed to be standing exactly where this stag tree is, according to one of the GPS app things that I use. Now, the stag tree is supposed to resemble antlers. It's supposed to be silver and on a dead tree, but they've marked it here. Now I can't see a dead tree here, and someone has actually got it marked as this tree. Well, that, my little rugged tugger friend, is not, I shall say, not a dead oak tree. So I'm going to venture forwards around this area. You can join me, because you've got bugger all else to do if you're watching still. And we're going to try and find this. No, we're not going to try. We will find this 500-year-old dead antler looking oak tree, aka the stag tree. Thank you. Now that is a 500-year-old dead oak tree, where the branches look like antlers. So that's the stag tree, not that horseshit one down there. Cool. Off we go. Round here there's supposed to be 2 archaeological sites. So I imagine they're either barrows or chambers. But I have absolutely no idea where. No idea. So it's, I'm just going to wander through and see what sticks out, basically. Might find it, might not. It's absolutely awesome. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's just a lump or a mound. But if you know what you're looking for, you do. That's a burial barrow, and that's a burial barrow. So they're both Neolithic burial chambers. Ooh! Got room for one more? Right. Off to Boxberry Hill next. We're doing great for time. I'm 5k in with about 8 to go. And the time is 9 AM. So yeah, I'm happy with this because it can get me out of the heat in a few hours. It's a wee bit warm. Wow. Getting pretty close to Boxberry Hill because I can feel my spidey senses tingling. So I've got a sneaky feeling it's just ahead of me. So I'm not too worried about locating this one. My main concern is, if you remember from my last video when I said we were hiking in the New Forest.
More importante. Nature warning. Remember, these tracks, adders.
When it's sunny conditions and you're walking on the sand tracks, always watch out for adders. So it's sunny, I'm on the sand tracks and my eyes are down. I am not bothering looking around for that. I don't want to get bit. Here. Just something to remember. What is that? I can see something red. Can have a look. This is just a plant. It is pretty. That's it. That's all it was. I could just see something out of colour because everything is just green and yellow, and then something like bing! What the hell is it? What the hell is it? It's a plant. That's it. Back on the track. Well, here we are. Boxberry Hill in the New Forest. So that's number 3 of the day. Awesome. So yeah, found it. I found my thrill on Boxberry Hill. Eat your heart out, Fats Domino. Oh, ow! Oh, that's gonna leave a mark. Yowza. Oh, it's all out to get me up here. Nice in the shade though. Oh, I could just have a little bottle of water. Bottle of water. Ding dong. It's at the front door. I better go and answer it. See who's there. Hello? Top of Boxberry Hill and looking at it. I'm going to surmise, I'll have to research it, but I reckon this is another, well, I don't know actually. Is it too big? It's too big to be a burial chamber. No, sorry, it's too round to be a burial chamber. It's too small to be a hill fort. And it's probably too big to be a burial barrow. So I'm not too sure exactly what it is. So I'll have to look at that. If I leave a comments thing on the screen, then you'll know I've researched it. If there isn't one on there, then I haven't, and I've no idea what the heck it is. But it's one of the trig points anyway. Yeah, it's sunken in places, so this is definitely some kind of chamber. Caliber! Right, done that. It's getting bloody warm. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Someone turn it down. Look what you see here all the time. Beautiful. Hello. See you later. Well, in my elation at seeing those horses and having a bit of a play with them, and like, I sat down, had some water, and carried on. We just stopped. It's wow, hard to breathe here. Get my breath. Yeah, after doing all that, I'm about a kilometre off site from where I should be. I completely missed one of the peaks. I did Boxberry Hill, and I completely missed Black Hill. So before I go into Burley, I've got to go back up into the woods, find it, and go all the way back. So I've just put on about another 2.5k on my hike. Great. Way to go, Michael. Home run. Absolute delight. Time is now 10 past 10 in the morning. I've done 7 kilometres, so I'm halfway through. I've consumed 2.5 litres of water already, and I've only got 2 left. So that's slightly worrying because the temperature's rising. So like I said, it's 10 past 10 in the morning, and the temperature in the New Forest is 24 degrees. I'll say that again for the hard of hearing. It's 10 past 10 in the fucking morning and it's 24 fucking degrees. I'm from Wales and I'm ginger. No. Just no. So I've got to go around the edges of Burley Moor and bag me another peak. Oh wow. I'm absolutely gassed. So this is marker number 4. Black Hill. Black Hill. Black.
Oh, black, like the procession of night that leads us into the valley of despair.
Here we are. Peak marker number 4. Black Hill. And I feel like I am cooking. So that's just wasted 2 kilometers of energy. You don't realise how zapping that is when I'm running low on water. So I need to get into Burley and find a shop, have some water, and then carry on. Now, here we are again. Ah, hello. Now, there's an interesting fact about them. They're not actually wild. They are owned by, they're called commoners. The people who live in the New Forest are called commoners. They actually own them. Here we go. Another session of Wikipedia. Absolutely useless information, which again you will probably forget in about 5 seconds flat. But, as I just mentioned earlier about a commoner. Now, a commoner has 3 entitlements up here in the New Forest by law. 1, they can release any of their cattle, any of their ponies, horses, they can release it into the wild to graze freely, without question. They belong to the New Forest, so they can eat and roam wherever they like, all year round. They also have the right to release their wild pigs, so they can own wild pigs. They can release them as well, but only for 60 days during the autumn. And again, they can roam free and do what pigs do best for 60 days of the year. And then it's a 2-wheeler meow machine. And then the third thing that they can do is they're allowed to go out and any wild wood which has fallen, they're allowed to collect it and keep for their own usage. They can burn it, make stuff out of it, but any wood that's fallen belongs to them. So there we go. Another useless informational session of Wikipedia. And whoa, keep going mate, keep going. I think I've got it tough. But yeah, stay tuned for next time with another useless piece of shit information from Wikipedia. There was the tiniest of breezes. It was all so fleeting, but oh, was it so nice. Back to Hotsville. Onward now to Burley, which is the witches' capital of Great Britain, thanks to a very famous witch in the 1950s called Sybil Leek. So 75 years ago, you would often see Sybil walking the streets of Burley dressed as a witch in her full regala, but she also had a jackdaw with her, Mr. Jackson I believe his name was, and he would sit on her shoulder wherever she went. This jackdaw would sit there. Yeah, how bizarre is that? She was a looker. She was pretty stunning. I mean, have a look. Whoa. But yeah, as I say, very famous witch, and the whole entire area is kind of dedicated to her with all the shops. They've always got little witches things, and there's a shop called the Witches Covenant, I think. Yeah, this quaint, tiny little village in Burley is the witches' capital of Great Britain. And then once we've done with that, we're going to head up to the old Iron Age Castle Hill Fort. Look at that. How cool is that? Okay. They're not very happy though, look at them. They're going to stay behind it while the horses are fighting. Just gotten into Burley now. It is busy because it is bank holiday weekend and it's a Sunday, 26 degrees, but I can see some of these sorceress things and the witches things already, so I'm just going to take a quick look and then head on out the way as well. So here's the first one. Right, I'm going to cross the road over to the Sorcerer's Apprentice gift shop now. This is the second one in the village. Oh, sweet shop. could do with something sweet. I need to find a shop where I can get a drink of water from, actually. Sybil's, so that's dedicated to Sybil Leek, who is the witch. Cider. Oh, shame we don't drink. Well, it's not a shame we don't drink anymore. There we go. Oh, that's where all the bags are coming from. God, it's busy, I'll give it that much. Yeah, very, very witchy. So there we have it. That was Burley, the wonderful village of Burley. The little witches' village dedicated to Sybil Leek. It was busy, so I didn't really get a chance to see much because I'm not a people person when I'm hiking. But I stopped off at a local shop, bought some local produce, some local Monster energy drink, and some local pork pies and some local crisps. I'll sit down somewhere, smash these off, and then get on up to the Iron Age hill fort, Castle Hill, and then back to the car and I'm done. I've had a bad day today. And I'm full of useless tips, or useful. This one could be useful. So, I think I've said it before, and I shall say it again. When you can, avoid that. Do not walk on that. If you have the option to walk on that, walk on that, because that stuff will drain your energy faster than a $20 whore with a bag of sticky. So stay off that, keep to the grass. Out when I'm hiking, I get what is called a glimmer moment, which is where this moment inside you just go, oof. Everything lights up. You can't really explain the feeling unless you've actually had one when you're hiking, but it's the moment on that hike where everything is just like, yes, wow, it just ticks every box. Let me just show you what has given me my glimmer moment and ticked my box. Let me just spin you around. Have an absolute go at that. I mean, come on. Hey? That is just phenomenal. What a view. That, not that. I can hear voices somewhere as well. Piapple. No, Piapple. Castle Hill, over there. And then I'm done, so I've got about half an hour left. But this has been a long day. Considering I started at 7 AM, it's now 12:30. There's been a lot of breaks, a lot of sitting in the shade and under trees, because yeah. worth it though. Must crack on. Howdy-ho. You come with me. Come on then. Right, well, it turns out when I had my glimmer moment earlier, all the way up there, that was Castle Hill Iron Age Fort, which was another one of the peaks. So that's all 5 I've hit today without without using my regular mapping system. It's probably taken a lot longer than it should have done, because we're almost 1 o'clock now. So it's almost 6 hours to do what should have been a 3-hour route. Well, 3.5 hour route. It's taken me 6 hours. It wouldn't let me onto the app properly. I can only record where I've been. I couldn't pre-plan it. Well, the pre-planned one I did, it just wouldn't load on any of my devices this morning. So it's not too bad. I'm very, very happy that it looks like I have hit 5 of the bag marks. But that was the Iron Age Fort where I had my moment earlier. And apparently they picked that location because of the views, that if anyone was coming to raid them from that, well, I think on the other side there wouldn't have been the trees. So it is a high point. You can see the whole entire 360 all the way around. You would see somebody coming like 2 days in advance. So you could go to bed, have a kip, wake up the next day, have a party, couple of beers, go back to sleep, wake up, and you'd still be ready by the time they got to your, you know, to your ramparts. And then, but wow, what a beautiful day! What an amazing day! And I know I'm close to my car because that big metally spiky thing, I walked under that earlier when I was getting confused about where I was, and I know that's where the car is over there, so all is good. All is good. Alice Clark. What's his last? Yeah, so Muckshow, Cutty Moggy, off that way. And what's that? Oh, pizza and Diet Coke o'clock, it says. Don't mind if I Scooby Doodly do. So I may as well log off now, because I'll say I'm almost back. And unless I fall over and anything exciting happens, this is about it. So thank you for watching, if at all you have watched. If you haven't watched, I'm just talking to myself, which is standard for when I'm hiking anyway, because I can't keep my gob shut when I'm walking. I just have to speak out loud. Now I just do it with a stick in my hand and people think I'm making a documentary, where I'm just doing what I normally do but without the camera. Oi, oi! Oi, boy! Oi, boy! Woo! Where was I? Oh, yeah, listen, thanks for watching. I've done that bit, so we'll skip that. This has been a Walking with Dog production. Is that what I'm calling it now? I don't know. It's the next ridge anyway. But I am Dog. A man of little talent. I'm just out here enjoying myself, basically. See, it can tell me where to go, but it can't show me. I think it might be the heat. I might have just frizzled the GPS. Right. Whee. And I've got lost again on my thoughts. Okay, we'll keep left. I apologise for all of that. My mind went off and I got absolutely... That's how my mind works. It will focus in on one thing and it'll try and pinpoint it, and I'll be so good at what I'm doing, and all of a sudden a little butterfly will come in and off I go. And I won't come back for hours. Well, that's how it feels, isn't it? A bit like that. So, anyway. New Forest, Burley Loop, 5 peaks, a witch's village, which is pretty cool. Busy, but cool. The stag tree, I was going to go and try and see, there was another tree, but it's like miles and miles and miles away. I'm just not feeling it today. And that was, what was it called? The naked tree. And I'll do one on that another time, because I'll try and find a peak near there. But the naked tree is very, very intriguing. That one I do want to go and do. Yeah, I'm going to keep left. Look, shut up. So, as I said, thank you. Subscribe, like, share, do all that usual. Oh, look at the traffic now. Scheiße. Yeah, do all the usual bumps that people do on YouTube to get the word out, man. Get me out there. Some shit like that anyway. Next week, don't know where I'm going. Not decided, not chalked anything up, but there will be somewhere, and we'll take it from there. Wow, 28 degrees. I think my phone's died. It's not working. It overheated, and I'm going to go and
follow this way for 300 meters.
See, he said something definitely a few minutes ago. I'm just going to follow that thing. Oh, this is the longest outro to a video ever. Oh, you're still there. Yeah. Next week, something, don't know what, we'll do it, upload it, edit it, all the usual bump. So until then, have a great week. Enjoy yourselves. If you can't stay out of trouble, don't get caught. And if you do want to get caught, film it and upload it, because let us all see what a dick you are. Hey. So, laters, baked potatoes.